Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to r/AmITheButthole. And let me tell you guys, I've got some great posts for you today. The first two posts are actually two people giving us two different sides of the same story. I'm really excited for this, so let's get into this first half by user/Dream Day Throwaway. My 24 female, bridesmaid / cousin Ella, 26 female, is to be in my wedding party in June. The ongoing issue is that my wedding has a blue and green peacock theme, and guests have been asked to follow this color scheme with their clothes. Hair wasn't originally included at all in the color scheme, but my cousin Ella has natural bright ginger hair. I would never ask someone to permanently change their hair for my wedding. I know that would be bonkers, so I suggested some temporary hair dye. But Ella argued that she's been growing her hair out for 6 years and doesn't want to risk the color not washing out. I thought this was ridiculous because it literally says washes out in like 14 washes. But Ella says because her hair is completely natural color, it might take strongly to her hair. So I gave up on that avenue and suggested a wig. It's one day. One single day, and there are some amazing wigs these days. I had a look on Instagram and you wouldn't even be able to tell. But she said she would feel self-conscious and weird wearing a wig, and that because her hair is butt length that it might sit weird on her head. So she won't dye it and won't cover it up. I really don't want to come across as bridezilla, but butt length, flaming red hair will destroy the wedding photos and ruin the color scheme completely. I'm at a loss. I can't cut her from the wedding because my mom would murder me, but I can't have freaking Merida ruining the photos. Am I the butthole for asking this of her just for one single day? But as I said, the best part is yet to come. Because Ella replies and makes her own Am I the Butthole post. And guess what she names her throwaway account? User/freaking Merida. Let's get straight into this one. Yes, I'm aware that my cousin posted here, and oh the irony as I showed her this sub last year, but I really don't care if she sees this. Maybe it'll hammer the point home. And I doubt she'll see it, as they're currently on their pre-wedding honeymoon. Legit, didn't even know those were a thing. So, Amy's getting married. She has a blue and green and purple theme for the wedding. People are supposed to wear these colors, including the maid of honor and the bridesmaids. What irked me about that post was that my hair is not flaming Merida red, maybe slightly more ginger in low light. This whole thing is completely insane to me and I have no idea where it has to come from. And we do get a few pictures of Ella's hair, and I've got to say it is red, but it's also a very nice color. My hair is what I would describe as strawberry blonde, maybe ginger blonde. Those are actual pictures of my hair, not some poor stranger's Instagram. Things have been awkward from the start, with Amy demanding that everyone has to stick to this dress code or they'll be barred by security at the damn door. She's also asked anyone with hair past their waist to cut it in a Facebook post, but it got no replies and I can't think of anyone except me and maybe my sister with super long hair. My mum and dad are both way more ginger than me, and my sister, who's 8 months pregnant hair, is not much shorter than mine and is super ginger. And Amy never asked her to touch her hair. If anything, I got the dull hair gene. At first, Amy called up to tell me she'd made a post here. I took a look and had to laugh, to be honest. She linked me early on, clearly thinking people would agree with her, but she said she was worried because it blew up. After things went south, she decided to try and negotiate with me. Still completely bizarre, as my hair is not Merida red. My mum and dad called round a few days back to talk about it, but got absolutely nowhere with her, as she's still insisting I dye my hair a dark brown for the day or get a wig. My aunt, Amy's mum, called to apologise to me and asked me to please come, but I don't feel welcome. Can you imagine attending a wedding where the bride stares daggers at you the whole time? And what if the security refuses to let me in? These are extremely similar to the gowns the bridesmaids are going to wear. I've tried mine on and it absolutely does not clash at all. I bought and paid for my dress, so I don't owe her anything, but our families are so upset that I'm dropping out. But if I go, I have no choice except to dye my hair, as there never was a compromise or middle ground. It was dye it, buy a short brown bob wig, or don't come. She specified it has to be a short brown bob wig for some reason. Would I be the butthole if I just said F it and stay home? And oh my goodness, these two posts are awesome. Of course, Amy is being a complete butthole about the whole situation. The fact that we get to see both stories and make a real, proper judgment really makes me happy. And here's the next post by user/complexcover, which seems really, really one-sided, but takes an unexpected twist towards the end. Here's the thing, I, 27 male, proposed to my 26 female fiancé. Yay! The proposal time was a surprise, but the actual proposal was not. She knew it was coming for a while, but this is where it starts to get a little weird. I got her advice and opinions on the perfect ring for her. We both make decent money, but I wanted it to be special, so I saved up about $9,000 of my spending money over the years we lived together so that I can afford to have the perfect ring for her. She was pointing out this ring and that ring and these rings, how perfect they were, what her ring size was, what kind of cut she wanted, what setting, what band, etc. Anyways, I landed on the perfect ring for her. She approved of it, and we were all set, just waiting for it to be fitted properly. The ring came in about 3 weeks before the proposal, and I made it special, and she said yes. I'm talking dinner, wine, roses, back rubs, movie in bed, the whole shebang. There was not a detail missed. I can assure you I went full perfect boyfriend, fiancé now. Cuter now, which is 5 weeks after the proposal, and suddenly the whole style of cut and setting that she wanted for her ring is awful. Apparently, she made a huge mistake with what she wanted, and now suddenly she doesn't like it. I asked her, maybe just wait a few weeks and see if you change your mind? You never know, maybe this is just proposal jitters or something. And no, she's adamantly against it. I told her in no uncertain terms that this ring cost me a lot of money and we did research for months, almost a full year together, and I thought her mind was made up. I can't return the ring, so now I'm kind of stuffed, and she's crying and telling me to leave her alone all night. I personally think she's being childish, but I called my mum, and she tells me that I should have gotten her something she wanted. I told her that I did get her something she wanted, but now she doesn't want it. Now my mom is telling me to just sell it for a loss and get one she does want. I said, F that. Not trying to be mean, but I'm not going to return a ring that cost me almost 5 figures just because he changed her mind 2 months after I bought it and had proposed. I think she's talking to her friends now, but I don't know what she thinks anymore. Am I being a butthole by not returning it? I could technically afford it, but this will put a huge dent in my savings and our overall account in general, not to mention how stressful all of this has been for me. Now, the whole of the comment section is saying not the butthole, and many people are saying that there is likely some underlying issue in their relationship. And OP provides us with an edit. No longer engaged, she cheated on me. How's that for a plot twist? AmITheButthole has suddenly taken a whole new level, and OP does provide a bit more context in the comments. So, kind of an update. Not sure if anyone's going to read this, but I managed to talk to her about everything. She cheated on me with some dude at her work, and his wife has a very similar ring to what I got her. According to her, it was the one time, but honestly, I don't care. I'm very much you cheat on me, you're dead to me kind of person. That's why she was crying and freaking out, I guess. I'm stuck with that ring that I can't use, and a fiancé that's not a fiancé anymore. I'm a wreck, and I hate it. Look, OP, we all wish you luck and hope that your next relationship turns out better. But with that said, here's our next post by user/powerfultooth. My wife makes my son wear elbow pads and a helmet before riding his bike. I thought that was ridiculous. I never wore any of that, and I guess I could understand the helmet, but not the pads. He's been riding a normal two-wheeler for like a month now, and I stay outside with him while he rides around the front. He told me he didn't like wearing the pads of a helmet and didn't want to wear either. I told him he still had to wear the helmet, but doesn't have to wear the pads. Third outing, he somehow loses balance, falls over, and scrapes his elbow pretty badly, with blood, but not too serious. My wife flipped out at me. She told me I'm putting him at risk, and how could I be so irresponsible? And that I know nothing about safety, and she feels scared to even leave him alone with me now if I'm just not going to listen. I think she's way overblowing this. He didn't want to wear them, but she forces him. Now, he fell and got hurt and she's blaming me, and says she doesn't think she can trust me to keep him safe. She said I need her permission, like I can't decide for myself. Look, Reddit has voted this person the butthole, but honestly, I'm shocked. I would say not the butthole OP. Like, it's ridiculous. You made sure your child wore a helmet. That is safety enough if you're being watched while you ride your bike. This kid fell down and scraped their elbow. It's honestly not much. It's not a big deal. Some people are saying that OP not being able to agree with his wife on the matter is a problem and thus makes him the butthole. But honestly, I think just saying OP's the butthole here is ridiculous. Come on, everyone falls over when they're kids. Everyone's had scrapes and falls and bruises, and it's just something you deal with and you've got to live with. It's not like OP was endangering his son, so not the butthole. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this little video as much as I did. And if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for Reddit videos every second day. But with that said, that is it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and all I want to do is see you all here next time. See ya later, guys.